Hello everybody and welcome to the second game between mouzMaNa spawning as a red Terran and his opponent NightEnd spawning as a blue Protoss. And mouzMaNa spawning as a red Protoss. I said Terran, I apologize. This is going to be game number 2 from the finals from CraftCup 5, and let's see what's going to happen here. By the way, the map's going to be Zalnaga Caverns, one of my favorite maps I have to say, to watch people play, because you can do so many cheesy things with this ramps over here, whatever you want to call these things over here. Put some siege thing to put pressure on your opponent when they try to expand over here, which is really great. And mouzMaNa is going to be dropping us a pylon next to his nexus. I've noticed that a lot of Protoss players are doing the same thing, dropping a pylon next to their nexus, and they go and scouting with the probe after the nexus. And there was a person left me a comment on my previous video, why should I care? I don't really know why should anybody care, but it's really important for you to scout, but I think you're scouting a little bit too soon. You're kind of losing 5 minerals if you think about it, because you're just losing 5 minerals. And usually you want to scout after the gateway, and that's what mouzMaNa is going to be actually doing. He's going to go scout after he put his gateway down, and he's kind of trying to wall off a little bit over here to put his assimilator. And he has to bring up a probe to kill that one, because this probe might actually eventually kill this thing, but I don't think it will. I never seen anybody kill this pylon for the probe before, which would be a pretty cool game to see pylon get killed by a probe. How embarrassing that would be. And mouzMaNa is going to be dropping a simulator, so does the NightEnd, dropping a simulator and a gateway. Nothing really cheesy going on here like the previous game when NightEnd kind of put a proxy pylon and stopped building a forge and cannons into mouzMaNa's base, and he still lost the game, so that was really kind of pointless to do, but what can I say? And they're gonna be just mining gas over here, and mouzMaNa's getting a zealot to try to kill this probe. Or he's gonna be kind of zealot rushing, because what is it called? Oh god, I forgot the name of it. Basically the rally point set up to the other person's base right over here, where's the other gateway is. So both players kind of know what's going on here, because they both kind of building the same exact tactics. And mouzMaNa's gonna try to hide a cybernetic core behind his mineral line, but NightEnd's gonna see this with his probe. He's gonna see that the cybernetic core is down, and he probably is gonna be dropping his too, because he knows his opponent's not gonna be aggressive at all. And he's getting a zealot too, and mouzMaNa probe is still alive, by the way, just chilling over here trying to escape the zealot from killing him. And a pylon's going down kind of in the place between your proxy pylons, trying to give him some area of view, kind of like this. It's really important. Oh no, that's not gonna happen. NightEnd trying to steal some gas from mouzMaNa, which is really important if you want to go for the stalkers. You really need a lot of gas, I have to say that, man. When I play as a Protoss player, it's really oh, never mind. mouzMaNa putting his own, and this probe's like, ha 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 ha, I am out of here. And whoa, mouzMaNa is getting a really quick robotics facility. So 1 gate robo. Pretty good tact. So does the NightEnd. So both players go and mirror things, and mouzMaNa actually is researching the warp gates, but the NightEnd still is not researching. He's saving up minerals for something. Maybe he's gonna try to hide a kind of what do you call it? Let me see. Stargate. Maybe he's gonna try to hide a Stargate behind the mineral line, saving up some money for some gay. What do you? I forgot. I'm sorry. Kind of awkward silence over here, but he's gonna get a Stargate, pretty much. He should be getting an observer actually, and mouzMaNa is getting 2 more gateways. So mouzMaNa doing actually really standard build, and he's getting an observer pretty fast. While he's getting an immortal, so he's not gonna be getting Stargate. And NightEnd might be 1 stalker. I think 1 stalker should be able to kill these zealots, because if he can micro stalker perfectly, he probably can kill all those. Oh, but he gets into the base. Oh, and he cancels that gateway. Look at that probe. Oh, I didn't build anything. Oh no, he's got to build that gateway. That was actually pretty good. Kind of little tactic over here. And this immortal is gonna kill this stalker like with 3 shots, pretty much. Look, the force field, 50 damage. Ooh, these immortals are really hard to not to kill them. I mean, look at the immortal. Boom, boom. I'm a boss over here, and he blocks off the ramp so the stalker cannot escape. And he's gonna be warping in. mouzMaNa is gonna be warping in a couple more stalkers over here, kind of to defend. And it is Stargate is going down for the Never mind. Just Stargate basically going down for NightEnd. I forgot what I was about to say. I apologize. And whoa, whoa, whoa! What is that? Warp gates? Warp gates with more zealots. So we might gonna see some sort of drop behind the mineral line over here. And I think NightEnd's gonna go for the Void Race, which is I haven't seen Void Race in a while. And this observer is like, whoa, this immortal seems to be seeing him, or he's just turning around in the same area, whatever you wanna call that place. This army's gonna try to defend his ramp kind of from any probes to get into it. And this warp. Okay, Warp Gates, you gotta go somewhere. Warp Prism. Come on, Warp Prism. Move over here. And I don't see any Dark. I don't see any Void Rays on the way. Oh, but we're gonna have some Phoenixes. And NightEnd, it seems to be supply block, and Pylon is going up right now at the moment. And he still has no Warp Gate technology. He's still researching it, which is really crucial. You need the Warp Gate technology to warp in a lot more units. And Phoenix actually being in Chrono Boost. And look at those. Oh, he saw all the. Oh, that Zealot's not gonna survive for a while. So did those Zealots. But there is no Stalkers. So there is really no air units. If mouzMaNa had like. What do you call it? If he had any Phoenixes or Void Rays, if he had Void Rays, that would be great. He could have just sniped all of these units because there is no anti-air like Stalkers or anything like that. And he still doesn't have Warp Gate technology. That's why it's really important to have it. Because it's really important. And I guess mouzMaNa is going to be hitting his own immortal. And a couple more Stalkers. And pretty much not a lot really happening right now. Both players are kind of microing up some more units to defend against each other. And look at this saturation. This mineral line is saturated for both players, so they both need to expand. It's really important to expand in this game. And these Stalkers, I think I'm going to be trying to looking for any proxy pylons, but there is nothing like that. And we have a Twilight Council going down for the NightEnd. So am I going to see some Storms or maybe Zealot Charge? I think he's going to be going for the Zealot Charge because he has way too many Zealots and pretty much like no Stalkers and only 2 Gateways. I don't see why he's saving up so much minerals for what, unless he's gonna try to go for some crazy carriers, but I don't see any fleet beacon or anything like that. And these Phoenixes, so he's gonna go for the major Phoenixes, but and more Zealots, no Stalkers, still on the way for NightEnd. He's researching the Zealot Charge, but he should be getting Void Rays. I think Void Rays would be more effective than a whole lot more Phoenixes, but you might get 1 Phoenix just for the scouting purposes, but 3 Phoenixes, I don't think they can do a lot of damage if you have like 10 of them. Lift and just kill probes like constantly, just set them to attack and lift the probes. But Stalkers are getting warped in over here, so mouzMaNa is not going to let him attack any of his probes, and he really needs to start getting his own Twilight Council, and he is, because if you can get some Blink Stalkers, that would be really important. And still no Observer for the NightEnd, and he actually is getting a robotics bay, so we might gonna see some Colossus action. Actually we will, because you need robotics to build Colossus. That's the only reason to get it. That is really important. And he still, I don't see any chrono boosting. He can, he has full chrono boost, so he can chrono boost all of these. All of his research can be chrono boost, but he's not doing anything. And mouzMaNa is getting a pylon over here, and look at this blue action over here with the pylons. It's like a sea here, sea turtle. But these Phoenixes are actually going to try to do some damage, lifting up a couple more probes and trying to kill him, but they only kill like what, 3 probes maybe, 3 or 4 probes. Oh, sorry, kind of slipped my mouse, a little bit high sensitivity when I play, forgot to change it back. And that's a lot of Zealots, lots of Zealots, which is could be really effective against Stalkers, because Stalkers do a lot of damage to Zealots, but Zealots with the charge is really hard to kill them. And these Phoenixes are like flying everywhere. Look at this. mouzMaNa army is really huge now. And he should be getting... he is actually getting Blink Stalkers. And he actually is getting his own Colossi. I don't see the robotics going down. But he should be researching external thermal lens. Because if NightEnd gets his one first, thermal lens, he will be way ahead of the mouzMaNa. Because Colossi with thermal lens are really good actually. They're actually more better than just having a Colossi at all. And both players are kind of expanding at exact the same time, but NightEnd got his expansion going up a little bit earlier than mouzMaNa, that's what you want to say. And Colossi is on the way. And mouzMaNa actually is going to be pushing out with all he has. Warp Prism, I don't know what for. I don't think he can attack. One Immortal and a lot of Stalkers / Zealots. And There is no Zealot charge, but there is a blink for the Stalkers. But I think it would be more effective if he need really chrono boosting this thermal lens upgrade. Oh no! Oh, he did not even research. So NightEnd actually has 2 Colossi, which should have thermal lens up and running before the battle is occurring. But the battle is going on around here, and Phoenixes are actually coming back in and focusing down on a. Oh, look at this! Phoenixes are focusing down on a Colossus, and all the Zealots are actually doing pretty good, killing each other. But there is a lot more Stalkers left, so mouzMaNa is actually in a pretty good position with the Blink Stalkers. But there's way too many Immortals, and Colossi with the thermal lens upgrade are way more effective. And this Warp Prism's still alive, and these do not do anything. And mouzMaNa is trying to escape with his Stalkers, but it's really hard. Not actually, it's really easy for them to escape. But this Zealot is trying to charge at the Sentry, and the Sentry really needs to start running away. Look at this Zealot walking so fast and charging again. I don't think the Sentry might actually survive. Whoa. Oh, look, he tried to save the Sentry by blocking the force fields. And mouzMaNa actually lost the battle, so he really needs to start microing up some more units, warping in more Immortals, or getting thermal lens upgrade, or some anti-air. But that's a big army of Stalkers, but Zealots are doing a lot of damage. So does the Phoenixes. Phoenixes are actually being affected right now because they're lifting up. Look at this guy. Poor guy over here just dying. And that's not a big army, I have to say. If mouzMaNa can warp in a lot more Stalkers, or just get like 2 more Colossi and do the thermal lens upgrade, should be able easily to defend against this. But he doesn't have that many minerals left, and NightEnd. So does NightEnd, but he keep reinforcing his army with a bunch of Colossi. He has 3 Colossi and a lot more Zealots and reinforcement. And I have to say that NightEnd never had an observer in this game. He used his Phoenixes and observers, while mouzMaNa knew what was coming, and he was not really counteracting his units. So I think if mouzMaNa loses this game, it's going to be his own fault, because he didn't really counteract the units. Since he had an observer the whole time, should be able easily to counteract the units. But the Zealots were charging at that pylon, and look at these Colossi on a high ground. But Phoenixes are easily to spot this, and force fields going down for the NightEnd. But whoa, mouzMaNa actually doing a lot of damage, but no, Immortals are doing a lot of damage towards those Stalkers, and mouzMaNa is going to be GG'ing. So this has been game number 2 between mouzMaNa and NightEnd from CraftCup Finals 5, and thank you for watching.